What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So this is the video that I want to do, just simply talking about 5 engines in Yu-Gi-Oh! This is not like, oh, the top 5, this is not like the best 5. To be honest, I really feel like people kind of get caught up in some of the more, in some of the more kind of like, you know, like super recent, or like, you know, like super expensive. For example, you got the Horus engine, which is very expensive. Then, you know, you got the obvious culprit, which is the Snake Eye engine, which is, the Wanton engine, which is, that is a better way to say it. The Wanton engine, which is also very expensive. And you pretty much have those two kind of somewhat like dominate competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But I really feel like, you know, there is a bit of a lack of, I wouldn't, maybe if not innovation in Yu-Gi-Oh!, the willingness to use some of the older stuff in, you know, more innovative ways. So this is the kind of video where I kind of want to talk about 5 engines in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I feel could be used in the current meta. You know, maybe together, maybe, you know, combined with another deck to kind of help it thrive. So the first one, so, you know, like I said, if you like what we do, please feel free to like and subscribe. If not, it is all cool. We're trying to get a 500 subscribers. We got a giveaway plan when we get there. Also, I'll be doing a special giveaway for people that leave interesting comments down like down below. We're doing a video kind of shouting people out, you know, in that regard. But until we get to 500, we're gonna keep talking about it. So let's go ahead and get into the list. Starting at number 5, I would want to talk about the Magistus engine. Now, this is something that I really haven't seen too many people talk about, and to be honest, I don't even know why I'm talking about it right now. It is something that it's very, very small. Like, it's essentially like what it is you are able to use, if you're able to use Sangan to like link off into some type of Link 1 monster, or maybe if you're just using it in some kind of like link play, you could use the search effect of Sangan to search yourself one of the Magistus monsters that special summons itself as an inherent summon. So technically the effect never activates, and it's just really kind of like small, like nice engine, to where maybe you could like, you know, you could summon Tour Guide to get out the Sangan, and then you can use those two to go into a link play in order to maybe get out Cherubini to do something different, and then you're able to search out. I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen right now, but like I hate when I do this. I had the card the other day, and then I don't know where I put it, but like I'm drawing a blank on the name. But you could pretty much like I'm gonna have the picture for like on screen. You could search like this card right here, and then you could essentially summon it to a zone that a Link monster points to, allowing you to kind of get a little bit of extra body. This is not really kind of any kind of like crazy, like, oh, this is like a crazy good engine, a crazy engine that like gonna change Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's kind of something that you kind of add to, you know, like add to either another engine or to kind of a current deck. So that's kind of like the theme of this quick little video. And so for number 4, I want to talk about is the Orcus engine. The Orcus engine was extremely popular, like way popular around 2017 to like 2000. Was it 2017, maybe 2018, 2019? And it's pretty much just like a way for you to either set up a Galatea to get a Orcish Crescendo, which is, I'm pretty sure, a Omni Negate, or you're able to kind of like do some, you have to get some extra bodies on board to kind of do some extra plays. So I haven't really seen too much of the Orcus engine in action, but at the same time, it is something that like something that's there, and something that could kind of give you a little bit extra. Like I said, this is not some kind of in-depth, super deep dive video. It's just kind of me just going over 5 engines that like I kind of that like are available in Yu-Gi-Oh, but I don't see a lot of people I don't see too many people using. And for number 3, which to be honest kind of just slaps all that what I just said in the face, is the Dogmatic engine. This engine is starting to get some more attention. I kind of like put this list together like maybe like a week and a half ago, before I started noticing like people experimenting with the Dogmatic engine. But at the same time, it is something that people kind of just used to be like, oh, I'm gonna throw it in this deck, I'm gonna throw it in that deck, and then people just completely forgot about it. So I do feel like the Dogmatic engine is another one of those engines that it's like, It's like, yeah, it does have like a big drawback, but depending on what you put in, especially like with the deck I'm using it in Fire King, you could really kind of get a lot of extra value out of it. So at number 3 spot, I do like the Dogmatic engine. So for number 2, I decided to put in the Punk engine. To be honest, without the without the synchro like chaotic dragon, it's really hard to justify running it in every single deck that kind of needed kind of milling. Because to be honest, like that, the main reason was to be able to do like max milling. But if you're running some kind of synchro based strategy, or if there's a certain synchro monster you want to get out, or if you just want some extra juice, to be honest, the Punk engine is really good, especially if you're already incorporating emergency teleport into your deck. So maybe if you're running like the Gamma package with like Sprite, maybe even like you know, even though like I said, even though like it clashes a little bit, if you're able to kind of like separate like the combos a bit, maybe you could kind of like, you know, abuse some type of Sprite Punk deck, or maybe you could just add Punk into any kind of deck that is able to like maybe incorporate the Gamma package, so that way you could have access to the Punk engine plus emerging teleport. So that way, if you have the Punk engine plus emerging teleport, you can kind of view like a really big setup. So it kind of really depends on what you're like really trying to do. But to be honest, I really do feel like the Punk engine is kind of really underlooked. I wouldn't say undervalued, because I think the Foxy tunes are still about $3 to $4 each. So like the engine is about like a, you know, altogether is about $10. So like to be honest, that like it's not like cheap, but at the same time it's kind of out there. And the last engine I want to talk about is the Adventure engine. I don't know what happened to the engine. I don't know why it like kind of fell off. I don't know why everyone just doesn't care about this ability to like, you know, have all this recursion, you know, get the field spell, get the Omni Negate, and be able to get all this other stuff. I do understand that like it takes a certain deck because it doesn't let you normal summon, but there's so many decks that could go without a normal summon. I don't know why the Adventure isn't really used too much. I've seen it used in 2 situations. One of it is in Virtual World, which to where that deck doesn't need a normal summon, you just want to get your special summons out, so that's kind of a good spot. And then I have seen one of my homies run a Adventure, Orchist, Horus, Wanted engine deck, to where it's like a whole bunch of different engines, and in a situation like that, to where literally like there's almost nothing you're normal summoning, that's kind of like also a good situation. So I don't know, I kind of feel like the Adventure package could be something that could kind of come back in favor, especially with all the craziness kind of coming around. So like for those people who are kind of looking for a different way to play Yu-Gi-Oh, or maybe don't want to spend too much money, those are 5 engines that you could potentially use to kind of like shake up the meta. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.